we can start. And I would like to ask you to start this time standing on your feet. Yay. And stand with hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, knees soft. So you're just standing and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And once again, forget everything that bothers you. Just be with yourself on the mat in a safe bubble of the yoga mat. And let the mind flow like a cloud through your head. Let them come in and out. Don't control anything yet. Just breathe and be with yourself. Imagine that blue sky outside. And then slowly begin to open your eyes. And we will begin with another breathing with breath of joy. So it's 3 parts of inhalation. So inhale, hold, and then everything out, exhale. So as well you do with the movement. So it's for the shoulders. So be careful if you feel anything on your shoulders. So it's like inhale. So we're squeezing shoulder blades, inhale up, and then through the mouth, all the way down with the knees slightly bended. And then again, inhale up, inhale to the sides, inhale up and down, and a little bit faster. Do a few more times on your own. That's it. Great job. And when you're ready, come back to the center. Inhale, reach your both hands up. Grab your right wrist and pull your shoulder up from the socket. And then bend to the one side to find a nice stretch in your shoulder, in your side. Inhale, come back to the center, switch again, pull the shoulder out of the socket and then twist. So creating space, not twist, but bend. So creating space to bend deeper in your spine and in your shoulder. Come back to the center, release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, hip distance apart your feet, inhale, open your chest, exhale, fold. Be very gentle here. It's a first forward fold. Don't push yourself. If you need, bend the knees. Breathe. I hope you're not dizzy yet too much. Then release your hands, touch the floor. Or if you need to adjust yourself to the front of your mat. And step to the high plank, or right away lower your knees to the all fours if you like. You can hold it for a little bit to strengthen your hands, and then we all meet on all fours. And sit by your side and gravity blocks. So it's interesting exercise before flying pigeon I recently found. So one block, it will be to support your head. Another block is to support your heel. So one is at the back of the mat, you put your heel here, you will use like this, and another one under your head. So first lay down on your back and just thread the needle with the reclined pigeon. So just regular reclined pigeon, your hands and fingers interlaced, and you find the position of opening your hip, and then you extend your leg and put it back so the heel is on the block. All the way, and you're keeping the opening in your hip. So we do that so we can find opening in our hip, opening in the hip flexors, and in stretching the hamstrings as well. So we're trying to open the hip, to press it closer to the chest. And as well, we're creating that pushing sensation of your sternum, of your chest bone forward when we're creating it, when we do flying pigeon. So basically we're doing flying pigeon and opening our hips for that. So just try to find nice opening. Both feet flex and stroke. Yes. If you like, you can extend your leg, which is on the floor. Then you create sensation for the flying pigeon. And it's engaged pose, so your heel is on the floor, on the mat or on the block. And you flex your foot, the one that is on the mat. So it's flexed and engaged, and you're pressing the heel to the block. And other leg is open, and you're pulling it like this towards your chest, like you would do in a flying pigeon. So it's opening in the hip. It's not a relaxed pose, it's very intense. Yeah, so like you do, for example, like we did with the Chris for the elephant pose, like a hat, like rocking the baby. So something like, yes, like this. And you're pulling it towards your chest and you're pushing your chest forward. You're flexing your feet, both feet. So your body is very engaged. Your head is on the mat or on the block. Yes, like in a flying pigeon. Imagine you flying pigeon, but on the back. Great job. Okay, now release and switch your legs and do the same on other side. Again, yes, like that. Yeah. And breathe. And again, chest forward, flex your feet, and press the heel to the block. I know it's very weird. When I find it, it was also weird, but I think it's nice before the class to open the hips. And breathe. Stay here for 3 more breaths. And as soon as you're ready, find your way on all fours. So gently remove the blocks and come to the all fours. On all fours, we will do cat-cow, and as well we massage our wrists. So make sure your fingers facing towards your knees. And just move back and forward before do a few cat-cows as well. That's it. Yes. Be gentle. Great. Now move your fingers to the sides, so they're facing like this, and swing from right to left just a bit. If you would like to have more stretch, you can flip your hands, so palms facing up, fingers towards your knees, and as well, yeah, like this. Great job. And you can do one hand at a time if that's too intense, or both. And again, maybe move back and forward. Yeah, great job. And then slowly come back to the table top, tuck your toes, and lift to the downward facing dog. And spread your fingers, lift your hips up. Spread your shoulder blades. Lisa, maybe walk a little bit forward with your hands only. Think you need more? No, forward, away from your legs. You need more space. Yes. Beautiful job. Yeah, and then relax your head. There's nothing else. Beautiful job. And breathe. Spread your fingers. Massage your legs, your hips if you need. Great. Then gaze between your hands. Slightly bend your knees and step by step come forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. And inhale, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Reach your hands up. Exhale, release by sides. Max. Now let's do sun salute, normal one. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump to the high plank and pause here for a second. And lift your right leg up. So again, try to pull your leg in the air away from you like you would do in a flying pigeon. One more breath. And then switch, switch your legs. Pull your other leg away. So very engaged. Yep, that's it. Arches and domes. And then lower to the chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths, if you're okay. And breathe and relax. You okay, Lucy? Then knees between your hands and step or jump forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach hands up. Mountain pose. Great job. Again, inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, high plank. Lower half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders away from the ears and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's it. From downward facing dog, inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee. Exhale, touch your armpit. Inhale, up. Exhale, with your knee, touch your armpit. Yeah. One more time, inhale, up. And exactly the same, bend your knee to the armpit. Yes. Inhale, up. Now 3 times to your forehead. 1 time. So we do 3 times each. On your own, with your breath. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale to the forehead. 3 times on your own. And then we all meet in a 3-leg downward facing dog. And then with exhalation, bend your knee and cross it towards opposite elbow or armpit. Yes. So you cross it. Yes. Inhale, up. Exhale to the opposite armpit, the same. Inhale, up. Exhale to the opposite armpit. Great job. Inhale, up. Keep it up and open your hip so your knee is facing up, heel towards your bum, and you can stay here or you're very open today. You can do straight away to the wild thing. So it's up to you what you like. That's it. And breathe. If you like, you can take child's pose as well. Everything is great, as long as you feel your limits. And then come all the way back to the 3-legged downward dog. Lean forward to the high plank with your leg up. Lower to half push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we will do the same on other leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend your knee, touch your armpit. The same armpit, so left. Inhale, up. Exhale, armpit. One more time, inhale, up. Exhale, armpit. Inhale, up. Exhale, in the middle to the forehead or to the nose. Yes. Inhale up, great job. Exhale to the nose. Yeah, inhale up, last time. To the nose. Yes, inhale up. This time you cross it. To the opposite elbow. Yes, inhale up. To the opposite elbow. And one more time, inhale up. And to the opposite elbow. And inhale up. And now maybe open to the wild thing or just open your hip again. So your knee is up, your heel towards your bum. And breathe. Or rest in a child's pose. It's up to you. And for me, for example, it's always very nice after core work just to open it up, everything. It feels much better than normal. So when you're ready, come back to the 3-legged downward facing dog. Come on your tippy toes and lean forward, lower to chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here for 3 breaths. If you like, you can take child's pose as well. When you're ready, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, step a jump forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release your hands by your sides. Okay. Shake everything off if you need. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Exhale, high plank. And stay here for a little bit. Then shift your weight to the right side on your right foot to the side plank. And open yourself up. Engage your core, engage your glutes, lift your hips up. Straight and nice line. You can stay here, or if you want to challenge yourself, reach your hand over your head into diagonal line and lift your other leg up and do some crunches. But only if you want to. If you don't want, you can stay in a side plank. If you do crunches, do 5 times. That's it on your own with your breath. When you're ready, we will switch to the other side. That's it. To the other side, other plank. Once again, strong core, strong glutes, reach it up and stay here or do the crunch. Again, 5 times on your own. Great job. Keep breathing. It's okay if you fall down, no problem. I'm falling down in this pose a lot. When you're ready, come to the high plank, lower half push-up, inhale, up dog, stretch, exhale, down dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward between your hands. And lower your back heel down to the warrior 1. Inhale, reach your hands up. And then open up to the warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Walk with your back heel a little bit closer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach to the right side to the triangle pose. Open your hip up. Check how does it feel. Keep breathing, keep opening your heart up. Keep moving your shoulders away from the ears. Look up. Ivana, your hand a little bit closer to your face. Away. Yeah. Okay. And then come all the way up. And then square your hips towards your front leg. Reach your left hand up. Exhale, fold forward and twist. Revolve, triangle pose. That's it. And breathe. Doing great. If you like, you can use the blocks. Just try to open your chest and breathe. Great. Then come all the way back to the warrior 1. Lift your back heel up to the high lunge. Stay here for a few breaths. Just stretch to find a nice stretch in your hips. Exhale, lower your hands down. Step back right away to the downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it between your hands. Lower your back heel, warrior 1. Doing great. Then open yourself up to the warrior 2. Find your warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Walk your back heel slightly closer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. To your triangle pose. Your hand can be on your ankle or you grab your big toe. It's up to you. Nice. And breathe. Nice job, Ivana. Very nice. Okay. Then come all the way up and square your hips to the short part of your mat. Reach your right hand up. Maybe a step a little bit smaller. Exhale, fold and twist. Again, it's very important to keep your spine straight and nice. Yes, that's it. Doing great, Lisa. Nice. Cool. Now, slowly come out of the pose. Find your warrior one. Lift your back heel and find a nice stretch in a high lunge. Maybe go a little bit deeper. And release your hands by your sides. And take a downward facing dog or a child's pose. So it's up to you. Nice. Then gaze between your hands, slightly bend your knees. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your hands up. Exhale, release by your side. From now, we do stand salute B and we do it with the crowd jumps. So you can do it or you can skip it. It's up to you. If you want to do it. Anyway, everybody, let's start in a chair pose. And then just lower your hands down and straighten your legs or take a crowd pose. So if you're taking a crowd pose, you know how to do it. Just take a crowd pose, firstly, in the front of the mat, because we will jump back after that. And then if you're already stable in the crowd pose, lower your shoulders a little bit more. So it's basically, I will show you first. You're being in chair pose, exhale. And then you find your crowd pose, lifting yourself up, and you're jumping back and upward dog. So you're basically skipping the high plank, only chaturanga. And up dog. Yes, that's it. Nice, Lucy. And everyone will meet in downward facing dog. But any variation you take is possible. And from downward facing dog, find your warrior one with your right leg step forward. Inhale, back heel on the floor. Nice and strong warrior one. Again, open yourself to the warrior two. Pause here, find your warrior two. Nice alignment, core strong, hips open. And then lower your right hand to the side and open your heart up. Nice diagonal line. Yes, that's it. Keep opening yourself up. Find a nice stretch to the side in your hips. One more breath. And come all the way up to the warrior two. And high lunge. So you're lifting your heel up instead of 41 on the high lunge. Exhale, release your hands by your side. Step back, low half push up. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Do the same on the other side. Step with your left leg. Inhale, hands up. Doing great. Please don't kill me after that. Okay, so open yourself up to the warrior two. And then lower your left hand down behind your foot. Open your right hand up and over your head. And breathe into the pose. Nice, Lucy. Very nice alignment. Keep pressing your back foot. You know everything. Just breathe. One more breath. And come all the way up to the warrior two. And to the high lunge. your hands up, find a nice stretch, go as deep as you can today. If you can't, it's fine. Exhale, release your hands down and take a vinyasa or downward facing dog. It's always optional. That's it. Then gaze between your hands, slightly bend your knees, step or jump forward to the front of the mat. And in this pose, squat down and place your wrist in between your hands into the squat. So we start to massage our wrist a little bit more because of the arm balances. Just shortly. If you want, you can do it too loosely to bring your wrist behind. No? You refuse to do it today. No, just not this. So like that. Just squat and place your wrist in between your legs. And then find your mountain pose. Reach your hands up. Exhale, please by your sides. And once again, sit down, find your chair pose first. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, release by your sides. Maybe step hip distance apart and find your crow pose before jumping. So placing your knees on your hands, shoulders down, and then jumping back and finding your upward facing dog. Great. And then downward facing dog when you're ready. From downward facing dog, step your right foot forward to the warrior one. Exhale, release your hands down, high plank, lower half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the same on the other side. Left leg forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Stay here for one more breath. In down dog or a child's pose. Keep pushing your hips up, 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 up. And then bend your knees. Step or jump forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Reach your hands up. Tuck your tailbone in. Nice long backs. And find your mountain pose. We did last time with a crow jump. So find your chair pose first. Yes. And from chair pose, plant your hands on the mat, bend your knees, place your knees on your hands, lift your heels up, and jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bend your right knee and step it behind your wrist. And your right ankle behind your left wrist, so you're finding your pigeon pose. If you feel comfortable in it, if you're not, you can place something under your hips. And just inhale, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, open your heart, push your chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, touch with your nose to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, touch the mat. And then inhale up and find your way to the downward facing dog. Great job. Let's do the same on other side. Lift your other leg up. And then bring it behind your wrist. Find your pigeon position on your fingers. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, touch with your nose the mat, and do a few times on your own. Tilting your hip a little bit more. When you're ready, find your downward facing dog. And then step or jump forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. And grab your 2 blocks if you need for the flying pigeon. Or if you're not going to practice flying pigeon, you can just practice figure 4 with your legs as well to open your hips. And place your blocks in front of you for hands if you need. Inhale, lift your knee, your right knee up, and squeeze it towards your belly. Then cross your leg, your ankle over your knee. Place your hands by your heart. Inhale, open your chest, push your chest forward like we did before, and then fold and try to place your belly on your shin bone. And place your hands, if you like, on the blocks or on the mat. And with your toes, hook your triceps and try to find the balance between your legs and your torso. And then the same like in a crowd pose, lower your shoulders down and maybe lift your leg and press your heel towards the bum. That's it, Lucy. Doing great. Nice, Silvana. And in this pose, it's important to find, to distribute your weight equally between your front body and your extended leg. So it's like a scale, just always really highly focused and trying to find the balance in this pose. But take it easy. Great. Just breathe. Nice, Lisa. Engage your core, engage your thighs. Everything is very strong. Take it easy, Ivan. If you're tired, you can rest in a pigeon pose too. And then come back to the mountain pose. And let's switch our legs. So with your left knee up, press it towards the belly. And cross it over your knee. And again, find open hip, your chest forward, and you're placing the belly on your thighs. You're grabbing with your fingers the blocks or the mat. Very important to hook your triceps with your feet. When I'm doing this pose, I feel a lot of weight on my foot, actually, the one that's hooking my leg. Also, try to lower your shoulders a little bit more, loose, maybe. Then too busy. And bend your elbows like in chaturanga. So it's super bent elbows. Otherwise, you will slide backwards. Doing great. And just breathe. Keep pushing like a pigeon, your chest forward. Everywhere when you're doing pigeon, chest forward. Bend your elbows maybe a little bit more. Nice one. Slowly. Yes. Beautiful. Lucy, you can do it. Little bit more. Almost done. Last time, and I will leave you. I will let you go.
My feet are really sweaty, so they're sliding.
You can do it. Try. Just bend your elbows more, much more, like in chaturanga, like your face very close to the floor. Very, very close, super close. Yeah, more, even more. Then you won't slide, because now I think you're sliding because your elbows have to straight also. And of course, because you sweat, that's for sure. Okay, come back. I tortured you enough. Thank you very much. Now, find your way on the mat. You did a great job, really beautiful. And sit on your heels. Now that's it, sequence on the floor. So if you have a good back, if everything is fine without injuries, let's practice camel pose. So come on your heels, place your hands by your sacrum, below the back, and start to lower down. And then place, maybe reach your heels with your fingers. And stay here for a little bit. And now, every time when you do back bend, it's very important that you imagine all your spine, including the neck, and your neck always comes out and comes in last. So when you're falling forward, your head is like last down, and then when you come up, you're going up with your lower back, then T-spine, and only then you're bringing your chin towards your chest, like back, like the last one. So then you can go healthy out of the, without any jumping out of the camel. Let's do one more time. Inhale, and with inhale, make the space between vertebrae. Exhale, fall down. Maybe grab your heels. Maybe look down if you feel comfortable. Stay here for 3 breaths. And then place your hands when you're ready, not now. Place your hands back or behind your back and slightly, slowly come back. Gently, like a snake, like. Okay, great. Beautiful job. Now sit on your bum, extend your legs forward. Bend your right knee. Make sure there's 1 palm distance between your leg and your foot. And we do the twist. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the side. With every inhalation, lengthen your spine, open your chest. With every exhalation, twist. Beautiful job. Gaze over your shoulder. Wind down. Okay, and then with next exhalation, come back to the center. The face comes last, and bend your other knee. And do exactly the same. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And you can just hug your knee or bring elbow behind the knee. Maybe you'll find hear the crack in your spine. Maybe not. Your front leg, foot is flexed. Everything is engaged. And just breathe. And with the next exhalation, come back to the center. Yay. Cross your legs and find yourself in a downward facing dog. So stretch a little bit. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee and step it behind your wrist to the pigeon pose. So in this pigeon, we will stay longer. So readjust yourself. Firstly, inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Feel free to use blocks and pillows if you need to relax and just rest. Make sure you don't feel any tension. Just breathe. You did a good job, really. And now you deserve something nice. And now, when you're ready, slowly with control, come up Keep your hips square to the short part of your mat. Then with your left hand, flip grip, so your thumb is down, going back and bending your leg and grabbing your foot. Again, make sure that you don't have any tension anywhere. And you can just pull your leg a little bit towards your bum to find a stretch in your quadriceps. If you like, you can place it behind your elbow, like this. Yeah. If that feels comfortable, lift your right hand up, reach it up, and then elbow up and thumb down behind your back. And maybe you can grab your hands without releasing your leg. If not, that's okay. No stress. Then you can stay here and still stretch your leg. Because the most important, you get benefit out of the pose by stretch when you open more than open. Okay, if you feel comfortable here, you can then, maybe you can reach your toes with your right hand, and with your left hand, thread the needle from the inside, and then thumb down, thumb up, and then grab your foot, and then twist it up, and elbow up, and you're in a king pigeon pose. If you like. If you don't feel comfortable, just stay in a memory. It's amazing as well. Nice job, Lucy. Beautiful. When you're ready, try to look up. If you're ready. If you don't feel tension, I got chin parallel to your chest, not too high. And then slowly come out. Release the pose gently, gently. Yes. Release it down and find your downward facing dog. So you're pushing yourself up, rounding your spine, and finding down dog or take vinyasa. Massage your hips. Probably you feel difference between them. And then lift your left leg up and find your pigeon pose on the other side. So your knee behind your wrist. And if you want more tension, then you bring your ankle more forward. If less, then closer towards your groin. And then rest in a pigeon pose. That's it. Well done. Great job. It's always with the pigeon pose much easier to practice for the ladies, I think. At least what I saw, always closer towards the mat than the men. But again, sometimes there is exception. And again, as soon as you're ready, lift yourself up with your hands, push it up. Make sure your hips still square towards the short part of your mat. Your legs are engaged. You're doing your thumbs down, so flipping the grip and bringing your back leg and grabbing it from the inside of your leg and pulling your leg towards your bum, your heel towards your bum. And you're opening your chest as well and engaging your core, so you're not allowing it to collapse to support your lower back. And if you like, you can hook it with your elbow. But it's up to you what you like today. Maybe you're just slightly stretching it. Maybe you're staying on the floor and resting in a pigeon pose. This is great too. Maybe you're grabbing your hands behind. Go ahead. Nice job, Lucy. Nice, Ivana. You're doing great. Nice, Lisa. I like you all doing differently, and it's very nice to see when you know what options you can choose. And it's good. And then if you like, stay here. Or if you like more, you can flip the grip and grab your full pigeon pose. Or stay in a mermaid. In your favorite stretch of the day, maybe. I don't know. And breathe. When you're ready, slowly with control, release it down and find your downward facing dog. Massage your hips here a bit. And then lower your knees all the way down and lay down on your back. When you lay down on your back, we just do twisted root pose. So before that, we will do reclined pigeon like we did in the beginning, just without blocks. So reach your hands behind and open your hip to the one side. Stay here for 3 breaths. Yes. Just breathe. And then cross your leg all the way and just wrap your legs around like eagle legs and twist it to the side. So if your right leg on the top, you're twisting to the left side. And twisting your spine a bit to release some tension. If that's not available for you, you can just bend your both knees and both knees twist to the side also. As long as you have a nice gentle twist is okay. And breathe. Then slowly come back to the center and hug your knees. Do reclined pigeon on other side again to release tension from your hips. Nice job. When you're ready, do the rooted twist. So cross your leg all the way and twist to the side. That's it. And breathe. Make sure your both shoulders on the floor and you're having a twist. Yes. When you're ready, come back to the center and grab outer edges of your feet to the happy baby. We will do one more last pose before Shavasana. And when you're ready, release your legs. And if you have 2 blocks by your side, just in case, place one block behind your shoulder blades, below your shoulder blades on your back, horizontal, and one for your head. And then you make butterfly pose or the diamond shape with your legs, so your soles of your feet together. And then you have a nice back bend and stabilization of your SI joint too. So it's like win-win situation. And just rest in this pose if you like. Yes. If that's not comfortable for you, you can choose any pose you prefer. And when you're ready, you can stay here or you can extend your legs and rest into the final pose into Shavasana. When you're ready, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe stretch your hands over your head. And maybe hook your knees, hug your knees, or maybe just roll over your side and just find your way back to the seated position. Take as much time as you need. When you find your way back, we will finish our class with a balancing breathing, so make the mudra. And firstly, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Then pinch your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch your nose. Exhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch your nose and switch. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly expands 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and switch. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and switch. Exhale, belly falls for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax your jaw for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and switch. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, make it good. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch your nose and switch. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and switch. Last exhalation. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your right hand on your heart, left on your belly, and repeat for yourself silently. May this practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May this practice heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Slowly open your eyes. If they were closed, place your hands by your sides. And thank you very much for the practice. Hope you enjoy it.